There was a day I honestly believed my music career was over. Not because I chose to quit, but because life made that choice for me. AI didn't replace me. It reunited me with a part of myself that I thought I'd lost. And that's what this episode is about. How I found my way back to music after thinking that door had closed forever. Coming back to music at this stage of my life wasn't planned. It wasn't strategic. It wasn't even something I was sure I could do again. I'd spent years away, not by choice, but because life had other plans for me. Cancer, treatment, recovery, a divorce, a full collapse of everything I thought my life would be. And after all that, I didn't know if the music was still in me. Music wasn't something I found early. Not really. It grabbed me around 9th grade. Me and my friends, we formed a band and we played Pink Floyd covers. I was the lead singer and the guitar player. Those were the first sparks. The real ignition came later though. When I first got accepted into this boarding school for music, I was too young for the program. You were supposed to be 18, I was 16, but they let me in anyway. And that changed everything. This place was in the middle of nowhere, deep in the forest, next to a quiet lake. I practiced all day, studied all night, and suddenly, I wasn't that kid from Lerum anymore. I was a musician. That school was the first time I felt like I belonged somewhere. At 19, I moved to Los Angeles. I brought a suitcase and a guitar, and absolutely no idea with what the hell I was doing. I went to Musicians Institute, 3 years of studying, performing, failing, succeeding, and growing. Then came the marriage, the 2 kids, the film scoring career, and for a long time, it felt like my life had become bigger than anything I had imagined. But life doesn't follow the script. When I got sick, everything stopped. For the first time since I was a kid, I couldn't create, I couldn't work, I couldn't perform. And when enough time passed, I started to believe the lie that maybe I wasn't a composer anymore, that maybe the music had moved on and left me behind. Those were the darkest years, because when you lose music, you don't just lose a career, you lose a part of who you are. What brought me back wasn't talent, it wasn't inspiration, it wasn't even confidence. It was AI. Not as a shortcut, not as a replacement, but as a bridge back to myself. AI gave me back my freedom to experiment again, to sketch ideas at the speed of my imagination, and to hear full arrangements from a single voice memo, to rediscover the joy of creating without pressure, without ego, and without fear. It didn't make me less of a composer. It made me a composer again. Because for the first time in years, the process felt fun, alive, and possible. If you're returning to something you once loved, and you're not sure if you still have it, I promise you, you do. You haven't lost your creativity, you just lost your access to it. And sometimes the tools change, but the voice is still yours. AI didn't replace me. It reunited me with a part of myself I thought I'd lost forever. And if you're walking through that same place, maybe it can do the same for you.